Everybody, welcome back to Jared Takes the L, and welcome to Kirby Air Riders. Now, this is a game I've been wanting to play here on the channel for a very long time, as soon as it was announced, honestly, and I have played a little bit of this game, and I can tell you firsthand, it is incredible. I didn't get to play the original Kirby Air Ride that came out on the GameCube, but if it was anything like this game, I can only imagine that it was really good. But this game is so much fun, there's so much to do in this game, that we can definitely get quite a few episodes out of this one. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is the air ride mode, which is, I guess, the just basic racing part, but also has a lot of combat in it, too. It's a combat-heavy racing game. That's how they worded it at the beginning. There's also the top ride, which is like a racing game with a top-down view. City Trial, which is where you go around a city and, I guess, and like fight other opponents. And the Road Trip, which is actually the story mode for the game. So there's a lot to do in this game, and there's even all of these different unlockables and stuff that you can get for every single mode. So there's a lot to do, honestly, in this game. Let's go ahead and hop into Air Ride for today. And we are just going to do the basic racing mode. And I did go ahead and unlock all of the courses, that way we would be able to play through them. I figured we won't get through all of these today, so what I'm going to do, we're going to play the new courses in this episode, and then the next episode we're going to do what they call the nostalgic courses, which are the courses from Kirby Air Ride. So first episode is going to be these guys, second episode these guys, and then if we have any more after that, which I'm sure we will, we'll try out some of the other modes as well. But let's go ahead and hop into our first course of the episode, which is Floria Fields. So we'll go ahead and do that. And also look at this roster. I haven't unlocked everybody yet, but we're getting there. So we have Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, Waddle Dee, then we have Bandana Waddle Dee, Waddle Doo, Chef Kawasaki, Cappy, Scarfy, Lololo, and Lalala, DeRoach, and Susie. And there's still even, I think there's 10 more characters to unlock at this point. So we have a lot to do in this game. And Kirby even has different colors, each one with its own special move. So, gosh, where do we even start? I guess we'll just go down the list. I guess we'll start with Kirby, and we'll just kind of go from there. And yes, you can change the different carts as well. I'm going to stick with the Warp Star because that one is really good, so we're going to play as that one. But let's go ahead and hop right into this one. Also, by the way, this is much faster than any other racing game I've ever played. You guys will see here in just a second. It is incredibly fast-paced. You don't even have to hold down a button to accelerate. It just goes for you. So it's very fast-paced. I hope you guys are ready, because here we go.
3, 2, 1, start!
Boom! Alright, here we go. So yeah, we just kind of go straight into the race. There's a lot going on here. But yeah, it's so much fun. Also, geez, I'm getting... Okay, everything's just going crazy. Also, you can inhale the different enemies and actually get copy abilities, and then you can use those abilities to take out other enemies or your opponents, which I think is really cool. Why is Susie taking so many hits here? Okay. But yeah, look at how beautiful this game looks, by the way. Seriously. And oh, and these parts where you get to go on these guardrails, so much fun. So much fun. Oh, what's this? We got the wheel ability here? Alright. Alright, we're on lap 2. I really should be doing the drifting, because that's gonna give me quite the boost here. But this game, I can't say enough about it. I think it's honestly really, really cool. Oh, I completed another objective. Alright. I gotta get the cutter ability. Oh, and we have our special move. So yeah, the special move, each character has their own special move. Kirby's is the Ultra Sword, which I don't think did anything, in all honesty. They had nobody in front of me. Also, man, I'm trying to cut out in front of Susie here. There we go. Get out of here. I'll say, yeah, out of all the special moves I've seen so far, Kirby's normal special move isn't the greatest. I would say the special moves that his other, the other colored Kirbys have, probably much better, in my opinion. I feel like it's just much better. Alright, I think we're almost done, so we are doing okay. Actually, I'm getting first place, I think. Yeah. Booyah! Look at that. First place already. And yeah, you see, the races are incredibly fast. That was only, what, 2 minutes, if that. So, that's what I'm saying. We're going to be able to get through all of the new courses, at least, in this episode. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And we got... Oh, okay, we got some music. Alright, moving on to our next one, we have Wave Flow Waters. This one's really cool as well. Alright, we'll change our character. Do we do the different Kirbys? I mean, they have different abilities. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, because we still have to do the other courses as well, I guess we'll stick to just playing as everybody else, and if we end up having to resort to playing as the other Kirbys, we can. So let's play as King Dedede. He's our next one here, and we're going to be doing this on Wave Flow Waters. Which, like I said, Wave Flow Waters is a pretty cool course all in all. This one only has 2 laps as well. I think Floria Fields is the only new course to actually have 3 laps. It's shorter than the other ones. Alright, here we go, guys. Oh geez, alright, we're going in the water. So King Dedede, of course, definitely a little bit of a heavier character. Doesn't really stop him though from being pretty good. Plus he also automatically hits enemies with his hammer every time he gets close to them, which I think is hilarious. It makes for a really, oh jeez, okay, whoa, I'm like flying all over the place. I should pay a little bit more attention here. Oh, there we go. Oh, we gotta watch out, Scarfy's gonna blow up. Alright, we're good. We were able to avoid it. But yeah, this level is really cool, and especially this part right here. Watch how cool this is. Look at that. Oh man. That is so sick. They definitely put, you can tell they put so much time and effort. I forgot to mention this too, by the way. This game was actually made, or at least the director of this game was Masahiro Sakurai, who we of course know as the developer of the original Kirby games and the Super Smash Bros. Games. So this was his new project that he had been teasing for quite a while, and honestly, I am all for it. I mean, again, I know I want another Smash Bros. Game, but this is a really good game to tie us over until we get to that point, honestly. Because this is so cool. Also, King Dedede's special move is he pulls out his hammer and uses it to give him this boost. It's honestly pretty good. It's a pretty good special move. I mean, again, probably not the best one, but it's not bad. All you can do... Also, every character can use the copy abilities. So you got guys like Dedede who never had, like, the different copy abilities being able to use them in this game. It's so cool. Also, I actually just read, apparently the original Kirby Air Ride only had, in terms of playable characters, it only had Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. So all of the other characters that they added, and there's, I think, like, was it 21 playable characters, something like that? Or maybe more than that. So all of those characters are actually completely new to this game, and some of them are completely new to being playable at all. Like some of these guys are just like the generic enemies that Kirby faces, finally being made playable. Which, I mean, the Mario series does that all the time, so why can't Kirby? Look at that. I got first place again. I am just doing a fantastic job in this episode. Alright, there we go. First place with King Dedede. Let's move on to our next one, which is Airtopia Ruins. This one's really cool as well, and we're gonna play as my man Meta Knight. I think Meta Knight's awesome. I've always thought that. And no, he's not overpowered in this game like he was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. No need to worry. He's pretty manageable in this game, actually. Alright, here we go. Booyah! Alright, so yeah, Airtopia Ruins. This one's pretty cool. That involves a lot of flying, which you would kind of expect from a level called Airtopia Ruins. Oh jeez, I'm screwing up. Also, like King Dedede, Meta Knight also will attack enemies if he gets close by with his sword, so that does help. He's also pretty fast. The game starts off, you only have Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, and Waddle Dee. Everybody else you have to unlock. So, as you can see, I unlocked some of them, and they all are unlocked by completing different challenges. Some of them are kind of random, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, like I said, there's still quite a few I have to get. I know one of them you have to unlock by completing the story mode, and the other ones are just through completing random tasks here and there. I'm going to try to do that for the next episode, try to unlock the other characters, that way we can play as them in the next episode, but I can't guarantee. Look at how beautiful that is. That is so awesome. The graphics really, really impressive, honestly. Really impressive. I don't think this game would have worked on the original Switch, which is probably why it was developed for this one. Alright, here we go. Meta Knight's special. He uses his wings to kind of fly around. I think he also can do the Drill Rush ability as well. I don't fully remember. I don't remember how to do that. But it's basically like it is in Smash Bros. His side special move. Also, look at Meta Knight with the Plasma ability. This is so funny. Alright, let's take out these dudes. Alright, we're gonna go... We're in 3rd place here. Come on, Meta Knight. Ooh, that's gonna take someone out. There we go. We took out Kawasaki. I think we might be able to pull this one off. Oh my gosh. I spun around for some reason. I have no idea why. Alright, here we go. Come on. Boom! 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 I don't know how I managed to do that. I had the hardest time. She had to pass through 3 of those to get one of the stages. Had the hardest time doing that. I'd be able to manage to get a 1st place again here, which would be pretty impressive. When's the last time that's happened? I guess it does help that it's not my first time playing either, but if it was my first time playing, I highly doubt I would have been able to do that. Alright, there we go. 1st place with Meta Knight. Awesome, awesome. We're going to move on to the next course, which I believe, yes, is, how do you say, Crystalline Fissure? I don't know. That's a weird one. Alright, we're going to try out Waddle Dee this time. So we got normal Waddle Dee, and we have Bandana Waddle Dee in this game, which I think is kind of funny. You know, that they take up separate slots on the roster, but it's no different than the Smash Bros. Games having clone characters, I guess. Alright, here we go. So this stage also is really cool from what I remember. It has a lot of fun parts. Also, massive shout out to the music, by the way. I think the music in this game is really, really good. There was the intro to the game. You guys should look it up. It's awesome. Like, it actually sounds so good. Definitely gives me some... Oh! I guess I'm a wheel now. It definitely gives me some Lifelight. That's what it's called, right? From Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's called Lifelight, I'm pretty sure. Really, really good song. How am I still the wheel? I thought I would have... Unless I transformed it to the wheel again. There we go. Alright, so yeah, right here, watch this part. This part's so cool. We get to go into this, like, fiery section out of nowhere. Look at how cool this is. Like, awesome. Awesome stuff here. They did such a good job with this. Oh, that's out. And we got this dragon dude who starts shooting crystals at us for some reason. It's honestly kind of random. Oh, and this part. Whoa! Talk about trippy. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get, might be able to get 1st place again here if we play our cards right. Also, yeah, I would recommend not hitting Scarfy because then he turns into his, like, evil self and then blows up. So I just wouldn't recommend doing it. It doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. Alright. Some fire. I should probably use it. Take that. I know I just said don't attack Scarfy, but that one was giving me a bad look, so what can I say? Oh, jeez. I forgot that you can do that. Oh my gosh, I'm flying every which way. Oops, sorry. Alright. Oh, I got the drill ability. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. That's right, I forgot we can literally just keep using the drill ability. Oh. Alright, now he had the special. Waddle Dee's special, he turns into Golden Waddle Dee, and he speeds up, basically. That's all I could come up with for the guy. But I mean, it's cool, I guess. I don't ever really remember there being a Golden Waddle Dee, unless it was in, like, a Kirby game I never played. I can't say I'm, like, a Kirby, you know, specialist or anything, but I feel like you'd still remember seeing a Golden Waddle Dee. Alright, there we go. 1st place again! That is my 4th first place so far in this episode, guys. Honestly, pretty impressive. I don't think I'd be able to do this ever again. Alright, cool. So, thank you, Waddle Dee, for giving us a victory there. Our next level is Steam Gust Forge. This one's really cool. I guess we'll do Bandana Waddle Dee this time. You know, he's just Waddle Dee, but with a bandana. And a spear. He has a spear. I guess that does make things a little bit different, you know. Alright, here we go. Also, yes, I fully anticipated this episode being a little bit longer just because we are doing a lot of courses in this one, so don't be surprised. That's all I can say. Don't be surprised if it's a longer one. I was gonna say we didn't have Opens Box this week to make up for it, but we do, actually. So it's just gonna, you know, you just have a lot of stuff to watch this week, I guess. Alright, oh geez, we're getting bounced every which way here. This one has a lot of sharp turns, so it's kind of difficult to... Ooh, whoa! There we go. Kind of difficult to keep track of everything, I guess. Okay, alright, we got some fire here. Fire bad, don't touch it. Not recommended. Alright, oh, we could... okay, I guess we're going this way. I wasn't trying to, but that's okay. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Oh, we're going this way. Okay. I didn't even know you could go this way. I'm pretty sure the last couple times I've played this game, I went the other way. Alright, here we go. We gotta go up here. Oh, right, and there's this part. I actually completely forgot about this part. Oh my gosh, what just hit me? Why did I boost so much on that? Oh, come on. It's fine. Ooh, oh my gosh, what the heck? My boost got countered by a giant ship. What are the odds of that happening? What is this? Oh, it was Steel Ball, I forgot! I forgot this was a thing in this game. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, I'm just running over everybody. Alright, I gave my special. That's right, he spins around his spear and just lays waste to everybody. Nobody is safe from Bandana Waddle Dee. I really hope he makes it into the next Smash. I was almost positive he was going to be in the last two. So the fact that there has yet to be a new Kirby character since Brawl is... It really hurts, you know? I really feel like he deserves another character at this point. I feel like the next Smash Bros. Game is definitely going to have a new Kirby character. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Bandana Waddle Dee, honestly. I also think it's going to have a new Metroid character. I think Sylix will make it in from Metroid Prime 4. Who else? New Mario character? I don't know. I mean, they could finally do Waluigi, I guess. Or actually Pauline. Pauline's kind of likely at this point, given the fact she's been in everything recently. I don't even know why I'm talking about that right now. I just... it just randomly hit me while we were talking about it. I don't think I've ever really discussed, you know, who I think is going to be in the next Smash. But who knows, there hasn't even been another one announced yet, so it's all wishful thinking right now. Alright guys, look at that. I think that's going to be our 5th first place in this episode. Honestly, I am impressed. Let's fly away. That was 3 minutes? Wow, that did not feel like 3 minutes at all, by the way. That felt really fast. Alright, next one is Cavernous Corners. And this time around we are going to be playing as Waddle Doo. Another enemy that got the playable character promotion in this one. Alright, so this level's a little bit tricky as well. It's a little bit tricky as well, but we're gonna make it work. Also, it kind of reminds me of DK Jungle. It definitely has like that kind of start to it, you know. No, but this level's pretty cool. It has a lot of very tricky twists and turns, though, but I guess that's kind of why it's called Cavernous Corners. Alright, jeez, I'm going every which way here. Alright, here we go, here we go. See, it just takes a lot of patience with this game, I guess. Oh, jeez! And a rock just came and hit me. For no reason. Alright, here we go. Alright, take out anybody in my way here. So I guess Waddle Doo also automatically hits any enemy using its beam ability, so that's kind of cool. Did not know that it did that. Ouch. That was actually another unlockable stage. You had to not hit any of the golems on that road there. That was actually surprisingly a bit of a pain. Like, I struggled with that. It was one of the retro courses. Okay, how do we... Ouch. Oh, we're back out here now. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole level. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it's cool. Oh, here we go. Final lap. We gotta speed it up here. Should have my ability here in a second, my special ability. We get it now, maybe? Alright, here we go. Ready? So Waddle Doo's special, he pulls out his little magic wand here, and then he starts just doing this the whole time. And it lasts forever, and he just does that. It's cool. It's a cool move. Here we go. You can't say that part's not awesome. I mean, like, that part is so freaking cool. I love how they did that part. Alright, we're gonna go right into the golem. Perfect. Again, thank goodness I already unlocked the character there. Let's do that. This one also almost 3 minutes long. I guess I underestimated how long these levels were. It's alright though. We'll still be able to do the other 3 in this episode. I promised it and I will deliver. Besides, we're almost done with this one anyways. Let's go head over this boost. And that's it again. Another first place. I am just doing a great job. I'm doing a great job in this video. I'm proud of myself. Alright, thank you, Waddle Doo. Let's move on to our next one, which is Siberian Highway. This one is our last 2-lap race. The last 2 are actually 1 laps. Alright, Chef Kawasaki. Another enemy turned playable character here. And so far the only one that is getting an amiibo as well, so. Alright, here we go, guys. Siberian Highway. Kinda reminds me a little bit of the Sonic Racing Crossworlds course that we just played not too long ago. I think I'm about to fall off the course. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not good. Which, speaking of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, almost all of the DLC is out, so we'll be able to go back to that game and play another episode on it soon. We're just waiting on the last 2 DLC packs to release. Because Mega Man 1 just came out... Gosh, that would have been yesterday, actually. Or at least it will be yesterday by the time this video airs. Oh, geez. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, this part is really crazy. We have a lot of lasers and stuff that we have to try to avoid. It's not very easy. But we will make it work. Also, here you get Humongous for some reason. I always found that part really funny. I don't know why. I guess they just felt like doing that. Alright, we get to shrink back to normal size. I wonder how long I can stay up here for. This is actually a first. If I manage to stay up here the entire time... Wow! That's a first. I haven't been able to do that since I've played this. Alright, there we go. That is the first lap complete. Let us do the final lap. Oh, watch out, get out of my way. I've had enough of y'all. Ouch. Oh, my special. For Chef Kawasaki's special, he throws a bunch of curry, super spicy curry out. And if any of the opponents eat it, they burn. That is his special. Of course, we've also seen Super Spicy Curry in Super Smash Bros. As well. It's one of the items in that game. Oh, jeez. Apparently, you only get to throw one bomb. Oh, man. That's so cool. Let's try to get another ability, I guess.
Fighter.
Oh, we got the fighter ability, okay. Oh, y'all don't want to mess with me. I'm big, and I have the fighter ability. Yeah, honestly, really cool level. Really cool level. I feel like every racing game has a level like this, you know? Some sort of, like, futuristic, cybernetic thing. I don't know why, they just do. Alright, perfect. And that is going to do it. Another first place for me.
Finish.
I am surprising myself, honestly. Alright, let's move on to our final two. Like I said, these ones only have one lap each. So, oh. Okay, cool, I got a sticker. Next up we have Mount Amber Falls. This one's pretty fun. We're gonna play as Cappy, who, you guessed it, is another enemy turned playable character. Oh, this one's really funny because Cappy is not somebody I would have ever expected them to put in this game. Ever. He's not, like... I mean, he's definitely a popular... I guess, I mean, not even a popular Kirby character, but he's definitely a recognizable one. But the fact that they actually made him playable is really funny. I guess this is the equivalent of making Goomba playable and stuff, which I guess they've been doing, so I can't be too... No, actually, Waddle Dee is probably the equivalent to Goomba. Cappy's probably the equivalent to, like, Shy Guy. Or Koopa, or something. So yeah, I guess, yeah, that's fair. They've been playable in a lot of games, too. I'm just disproving my own point here, really. Alright, let's, Heck yeah. Cappy with the plasma ability. This level, in my opinion, it doesn't really have much going for it. Like, it's kind of... I don't know, it's kind of... You know, whatever, I guess. It doesn't have, like, a gimmick like all of the other ones do. And I guess, you know, I guess they don't all have to have a gimmick. It looks like... Aesthetically, it looks incredible. Oh yeah, for Cappy's special move, he uses his mushroom hat and just gives himself a boost. Oh, I forgot about this part. Yeah, this part's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I will give him that. I do like that part. That part is pretty sick. Alright, I don't even know how I managed to hit that guy from all the way over here. I think it's almost done already. So I'm pretty sure you just go right here and then you cross over here and that's it. Yeah. And this awesome, like, sunset look here. So cool. Alright, that's it. Another first place. Man. I am just... I don't know, man. When it comes to this game, I might be hard to beat. I might have to go do the online mode and, you know, show the world my abilities. Alright, next up we have Galactic Nova. This is our last one for the episode. I think this also has something to do with the story mode, as far as I'm aware. Again, I haven't played through the story mode yet, so I'm not sure. But we're playing as Scarfy, another enemy turned playable character. And here we go, we're playing on Galactic Nova. This one is probably one of the coolest racing tracks I have ever seen in any racing game. Watch how awesome this is. Like, this is so well done. First off, we have what looks to be this big spaceship thing facing off against an entire planet, which that alone is crazy. Then we go through this black hole, and suddenly we're getting closer and closer to whatever this thing is. I seriously have no idea what it is. Also, whenever Scarfy gets hit, he transforms into his, like, evil mode, which I think is really funny. Alright, here we go. Oh man. For those of you thinking, there's no way that this course is actually going to have us go inside of this spaceship thing, well, guess what? We do. Here we go. Look at this. Look at how freaking cool this is. Like, seriously. This is awesome. I mean, the amount of detail put into this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. There's just whole sections just dedicated to just flying around this thing, this living planet. I don't even know what it is. It's just crazy. And we got more lasers here because we didn't get enough of those in Siberian Highway. Alright, here we go. Scarfy's special, again, he turns into, like, his evil self, and then he just goes crazy. I don't even know, he just, like, loses his ever-loving mind. Okay. And then look, this takes us right here, and this heart, wasn't this in Star-Crossed World? The Kirby Forgotten Land Star-Crossed World, that heart? Or am I just going crazy? Because that definitely looks like something. Anyways, we do this, we fly directly into it, we destroy it, and we destroy the enemy. Look at that. Isn't that just insane? And that's the end.
Finish.
What a level. What a game. So much fun. So much fun. Alright, there we go, guys. That is going to do it for today's episode of Kirby Air Riders. Oh, we got... Oh, okay, we got another music track. That's going to do it for today's episode of Kirby Air Riders, guys. Like I said, when we come back, we will play through the nostalgic courses from the original Kirby Air Ride. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. This game is super cool. It's not going to be getting any DLC or anything, so whatever's in the game, that's it. So, but there's a lot to do, like I said. So we have plenty to do in the game. And I'm really excited to play through it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.